talk about if because they're saying loan, and I nearly lost my head because we've been saying this. Like, and then everyone in the chat, you lot, he's young, don't worry, he's fine. You're just talking for nonsense, clickbait, brother. We people, please, we've been.
I don't care how old he is.
Yeah, bro, we don't care about that. We've been in football, like it's obvious that he obviously needs first team minutes. And now when they were coming out of that today, I was like, shock horror. If Nwaneri is too good enough to be sat on the bench, not getting minutes, we knew this, and now they're considering potentially a loan for him. Absolutely ridiculous. I think go on
AFC stuff now and look at his goal. He just scored it. Yeah. He's just scored it for England under 21s. Guy's a baller, bro.
He's a joke. He is a joke. Like, listen, I don't know. I'm trying to think what players I've backed before. Oh, here it is. Ethan Nwaneri scoring a delicious chip, England under 21s. So he plays into him.
Look at the movement off the ball, the give and go, man. Just
over the top.
Oh, please, man. It's a joke, man.
It's sick. Slovenia 4-0 win, and Ethan Nwaneri is running behind. Great movement, rotation from the midfield, and he chips over the goalkeeper. He's sick. He's sick, and he deserves to be playing. I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. Me and Curtis have been on these lives many a times trying to debate, well, what has he done wrong? Can he be playing? Why is he not playing? Is he not good enough to be playing? Can he be sloppy at times? I'll put my hands up. Sometimes he holds on to the ball a bit too long. But I've seen other players in Arsenal do that and be less effective than Ethan Nwaneri. But now the news that broke this morning, which I covered, Ethan Nwaneri, obviously they're talking about Jesus to be sold potentially in January, if not definitely next summer. They are also talking about Ethan Nwaneri to go on a loan. Again, I gave my personal opinion. I'm going to let Curtis give his personal opinion on it. But I would be disappointed. I don't know what club I'd be happy seeing him at. Even if it's out of the Premier League, it's just annoying because he's good enough to be playing for Arsenal Football Club. It's Curtis, Ethan Nwaneri. After that goal as well, what are you saying?
Yeah, man. Listen, you know where we stand on Ethan, man. He'd be getting more game time for me. Never mind getting loaned out. The problem you've got for me, and I don't know what your thoughts and opinions are on what the chat think. I think Ethan's best spell in the first team has been when he played on the right-hand side, when Saka got injured last season. Mm-hmm. I've noticed when he plays in that attacking midfield role, he gambles. He does things that try and break the opposition down, but sometimes he loses the ball. And I've seen Arteta's reactions to it sometimes. Like, Arteta is a Spanish coach. They love keeping possession. And I think he's been frustrated with him. I remember that Slavia Prague game, he wasn't at his best, but he did well against Leeds, did well against Forest. I felt like when Madueke was out for 2 months, Ethan should have been used in rotation for Saka. Come on for 20 minutes, give Saka a run out, take him off, and bring Nwaneri on. He obviously doesn't want to use him in that position. In that 10 role, there's too much traffic in front of him, if we're being honest. You've got Eze, 65 million. You've got Odegaard, the captain. So where's his game time coming from? So
you can say that about the right, though, no? Saka, Madueke, because Madueke hasn't exactly been bad on the right either. So it's like when it comes to, like you said, pathway, that's probably why they've said, listen, he might have to go on loan because maybe Arsenal are saying what we're saying. He is too good to not get many minutes. I just think they could have utilised him a little bit more because Eze hasn't, like I said in the breaking news video, Eze hasn't hit the ground running. He could have played there. They could have put Eze on the left or even off the bench. My frustration was they're not even giving him like
20 minutes,
substantial minutes off the bench. Yeah, like that's what's annoying me. Like I don't expect him to start every game. I'm aware like it's tough games coming up, even though we had quite a fair run of games in the last break. This one going forward, I understand if he's not going to be starting games, but you should still be able to give him a good amount of minutes in certain matches, especially with the injuries that keep coming up. So, but you're right. I think the pathway to the number 10 position is a bit tough. It's the same with the right, even though he is strong on the right. Danny's been on fire with the chat today saying, I really like Nwaneri at right wing. If we play him, he has to be 10, not doing the 8 thing. That isn't him. Obviously, that's a lot of the tracking back and picking up the ball from deep, which it does invite pressure and he can get caught. But yeah, when he's on the right, he's high up the field, and I think he's allowed to express more, like Max Dowman. You can see him do.
I suppose the issue we've got is, I always think if you're not getting game time early in the season, later on in the season, the stakes are higher. You're going to be cup quarterfinals, Champions League, massive league games. I feel like he might even get less time in the second half of the season because look, Odegaard's been injured 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he done his shoulder twice. Now he's done his knee. Madueke's been out for 2 months, and Saka's also been out with a hamstring injury. And Nwaneri hasn't hardly played in terms of starting. So when those guys come back, it's even worse for him. Listen, I looked at it as a negative, him going out on loan, because I think he's good enough to play here. But him sitting on the bench and hardly playing is probably worse than him going on loan for his development. You think about Jack Wilshere going to Bolton, he had a loan there, came back, played, did well. Smith-Rowe went on loan to Huddersfield, came back, did well. You've obviously got ones that haven't worked, like Eddie Nketiah at Leeds and some others, but he feels like he's too good to go on loan, but he's also too good to just sit on the bench and not play, because I feel like we're just stunting his development. So
when was the last time you had this feeling about a player? As in, when was the last time you had a player that potentially could go on loan and you felt, oh no, I don't want him to leave? I'm trying, since you was talking there, I'm trying to think, boy, when is a player?
Hardly any. I haven't mind most of them going on loan. You know what I mean? I looked at Ethan last season and thought he can be a star at Arsenal. He's ready to go. Scored against City. We were talking. Remember that game we were talking about Leicester, and we're going, he's like taking the ball off. Give me the ball. I'll sort this out. You know what I mean?
Bro, I keep bringing up. It's my favorite memory of when we was discussing. Like, man is looking around the change room at Sterling. Like, brother, I'm working my nuts. Like, what are you doing? Then look at Trossard. Like, brother, you're international. What are you doing? Like, bro, it's the funniest, bro. That is my funniest clip. Like, I think it's brilliant. No, like, he was that good though. Like you said, he's like, just let me do it, because you lot are. Remember that stream we did, bro? It's so funny.
So funny.
I was just thinking, he must be looking around in the dressing room like, what is going on, bro? You lot are international players, and I have to hold you lot up. Like, madness. So to go from that to now he's struggling to get minutes is bewildering. It really, really is. I don't know.
I suppose some people will say it's the development of the team, innit? When you got Eze and Odegaard, and remember when he signed a new deal, a lot of the articles were saying he wants to play attacking midfield. Like, that's the position he wants to play. And he signed that contract before we signed Eze. So I think the discussion was, Odegaard, that's his spot. You're the cover for Odegaard. All of a sudden, Havertz gets injured. We sign Eze. Now you've got Odegaard and Eze in your way. So the situation has changed for him, unfortunately, with us buying Eze, which most of us obviously wanted Eze. So he's found himself down the pecking order, which is a shame for him. And listen, how do you manage him from this point? If you can't give him the game time, my thing is, we're trying to win everything this year. We won't win everything, but we're trying to win everything. I would rather have too many players than leave ourselves short. Like, imagine Ethan goes on loan and then we end up with injuries and we go, oh, we haven't got enough attacking players, but Ethan's on loan somewhere.
That's happened before.
It's happened before. So I'd rather get Ethan, Gabriel Jesus, Havertz, Yokra. I'd rather have too many players and say, listen, just for this year, we're going to have a big squad. If people get unhappy, then so be it. But we need silverware. So I'm a little bit compromised. I kind of feel like I wouldn't loan him out. I think you've got to keep all these options around, but it wouldn't surprise me if he was loaned out.
I'm with you. I said this. Like I said in the breaking news, that fact that you're going to need these players, and we've noticed that every time we say, "Oh, we've got too many players," players get injured, so they're going to be involved in some capacity. And for me, Ethan has got enough quality. Arteta just has to sit down every player in the squad and say, "Look, we need you all this season. You will get minutes. At some stage, you will get minutes. It may not be massive minutes, but you'll get minutes. But at least you'll be part of something this season. You'll be part of potentially having a medal round your neck as Premier League champions, Champions League champions, a League Cup champion, or FA Cup champion, or two of them. So we've got to stick in it together instead of going out on loan. Yes, Ethan Nwaneri is young, but if I'm honest, I think he's good enough for England, but he's not going to get into England. He's not going to get into the World Cup squad, and so he can't be saying, "Oh, but this is a World Cup year." I know players don't want to hear that, because I speak to players and they feel like anything can happen in football. They can maybe get that chance and have a really good run. But if we're being brutally honest, Ethan Nwaneri is not going to be in the first team of England World Cup squad. So he can't have that excuse of, well, I need to be playing this World Cup year.